Disclaimer: this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. We are not registered financial advisors. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Did not do this for a while, I believe, so let's do it. It's Monday. Let's see what strategy has been up to. So no purchases of Bitcoin, but actually they sold some Bitcoin. They sold 32 little Bitcoins to fund stretch dividends. So I'm really not surprised to see this at all. So, of course, I'm sure some people are freaking out over it. You can read this article here. It talks about it. But basically Strategy or Michael Saylor have explained in their latest quarterly results. I said it before and I said it again. If you're an investor in Strategy, in MSTR, in a single stock, I think you should know what they're doing. So I highly recommend you watch the latest quarterly results call where they talk about the probability that they're going to be selling Bitcoin and all their different methods that new methods to be a net buyer of Bitcoin over time. So a lot of people can't wrap their heads around this, but that's because they don't have more than 2 brain cells. But I highly recommend you watch the latest quarterly results. Another thing you could watch as well, which I thought was really cool, they actually did a Q&A with retail investors hosted by the beautiful Natalie. So you could check that out as well. They, a lot of the questions were around, what do you mean you're going to sell your Bitcoin, et cetera, et cetera. So you could watch that as well if you have any questions related to that. But if we, the real MSTR shareholders that know exactly what Strategy is doing know that Bitcoin per share is the most important metric. And I think Michael Saylor and Fong Li both have said Bitcoin per share now all the time, over and over, in all the Q&As and all the interviews that they're doing, Bitcoin per share. So if you actually look at the Bitcoin per share, and by the way, Bitcoin's been pretty mute lately. It's been on a downtrend a little bit. It looks like what's hot right now, what the hottest trend is AI. AI stocks are on the rise. Even gold has been tanking lately. It's under 4,500 today. So even gold and silver have been tanking. So it looks like people are just trending out of whatever to go into AI stocks. So this is one thing. As a long-term investor that I've been in the game for a really long time, I get excited because good investors typically go against the trend, right? The trend means that asset, those stocks go up really, really hard over time in that period. So right now it's AI. So you see things like the NASDAQ 100, you see things like Q-Day, any tech related ETF. They're just going up like this. So typically when I see that, I don't jump in and follow the trend like a sheep. I look for what's undervalued. So right now, Bitcoin, even commodities, gold is undervalued. So a great time to pick up some CMCL. So dividend reinvestment week is, actually the dividends are mostly coming in on the 5th, which means I'm going to get them on the 8th. So dividend reinvestment week is technically going to be on the next week for me. But I'm definitely going to be picking up some CMCL, some commodities and things that are, undervalued. It's a great time to do the opposite, right? To always do the opposite. But anyway, I'm rambling on here because it's Monday. I'm at the beach house. I'm happy. I'm taking a break this week. Got some stuff to do like the dentist, whatever, but whatever. So if we actually look at the sats per share, the Bitcoin per share, the most important metric, you see that even with this minor Bitcoin sell, first of all, the MNAV is still pretty healthy here at 1.24. It's still at a premium. Volatility is a bit higher now, which I like to see. But of course, MSTR is down 5%. Bitcoin's down 3.5%. So it should be in line. MSTR should go down more than when Bitcoin goes down. But if we look at the sats per share, it's 224.29. So I can't remember what it was. It was 220 something last week. But if we just look at the trend, okay, I love this website, sailortracker.com, where you could actually see the trend of the Bitcoin per share, of the sats per share since the beginning, since 2020. I like what I see, guys. This is really the most important part. This is the number one objective of MSTR for the common shareholders, to increase the amount of Bitcoin per MSTR share. So you see that it's never been higher. Right now it's at 224.29. Does it match? Yeah, 224.29. So it's literally never been higher. If we look at year to year, even you could do year to year, day to day, quarter to quarter. I kind of like quarter to quarter because even day to day, it's not necessarily going to always go up. It might go down a little bit if they have to sell some MSTR shares to replenish the cash reserve, et cetera, et cetera. But at least on a quarter to quarter, I would like to see increasing over time. And especially the year to year has to be increasing over time. So last year was at 194. We're at 220. So to me, MSTR is doing their job. So another Monday, another MSTE purchase, which is basically MSTR. So I bought 600 shares at $335 for $2,000. So I finally cracked the $7 barrier. So I have a total of 40,700 MSTE shares at an average cost base of $7.96. I did not get my non-resident tax refund yet. For 2025. So I'm expecting that in the next couple of weeks. And I do plan, I expect about 60K. So I might be putting about 20K in MSTE, I think, which maybe I'll get to the 750 mark. I just feel like MSTE is very, very, very undervalued right now. Bitcoin's undervalued, my opinion here. So but I checked last year. So last year I got my non-resident. People have been messaging me about this. So I got my tax refund in middle of May last year, and the year before I got it middle of June. So I'll wait until mid to late June. If I don't get it, then I'll probably reach out to Questrade. But I think from what I remember, it typically happens. The refund typically happens when Questrade adjusts the ACBs or the cost bases, right, with the rock and all that. They haven't done it yet. So I'm expecting it soon, but I'll be patient. But anyway, there's your Fun Day Monday. There's another MSTE purchase, guys. And again, I highly recommend, not this is a StarCraft 2 video. I highly recommend to watch this Q&A if you're a bit of a newer MSTR investor. You're trying to figure out exactly what MSTR is up to. They've been very, very transparent. I highly recommend you watch this Q&A, and especially the last quarterly results, where you could just find very, very easily. Is it this here? Yeah, it's literally right here, right? It's on Strategy's website, and it's on other Strategy's channel. It's on other channels as well. So there you have it, everyone. Give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. You still want me to do these Monday updates when Strategy does anything, and I let you know my MST purchase. Let me know. But as far as I could see, I like what I see. I haven't, the premium is healthy here. Yes, Bitcoin's in the crapper, but it looks like the trend right now, to be honest, is everyone's just getting out of everything to go in AI stocks. The AI trade is very hot. As an investor, I look at, okay, what are they neglecting? What are they ignoring? Typically, I always look for the opposite, right? A good investor always does the opposite. But in terms of MSTR, guys, I'm still very, very confident. That's just me. Right? Don't just copy me. If you want to invest in MSTR, you gotta know what they're doing. But as far as I could see, the most important thing, Bitcoin per share, still going up over time. So I am simply gonna keep buying about $2,000 every single week. It's the only fun I have, right? I don't really have fun with HHIS anymore and HYLD anymore and QQCL. They're diversified, they're boring. Of course, those are gonna always be my core positions and whatever. And MST is always gonna be maybe about 10 to 15% of my portfolio, but not more than that, right? So take care, everyone. Have a fantastic week, and see you next time.